Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here, sitting out on the rooftop enjoying this Vegas air. It's kind of cold out here today, man. It is cold as well, especially up on the 10th floor. And so, what you're looking at downtown Vegas. And as you can see over there, it's the Sphere. Then, of course, you have the different hotels and stuff over there. But I wanted to talk to you guys for those who are interested in trying to find the best loan to help you get some funding or money in your pocket. All right. And so what it is that EarnIn has just stepped their game up, especially for people that are struggling to get a loan and stuff. EarnIn, what they done is they increase their cash advance limits. So their cash advance limits go up to 1,000 now. Now the cool part about it is because they don't charge any interest. You guys know me. I always try to find places that don't charge any interest. That's the reason why EarnIn is on the list. Okay, because they don't charge any interest, no hard pull on the credit, nor do they charge any fees. So that would be the first one. Is EarnIn. Another thing that I like being out here is checking out the different areas. So I'm overlooking watching the airplanes come in and stuff like that. All right. So that's one you may want to check out. And then of course we know about Albert. So Albert, they also do the loan too, where they offer you a loan, a cash advance up to $1,000 with no fees as well, no hard pull on the credit. And plus with Albert, check out this here Southwest plane coming in. I like just seeing them come in and land. Going back to Albert, they do offer a separate loan up to $10,000 as well. Okay. Now, here's some other lenders. These are direct lenders, but they are tribal lenders. That's the only thing about it. And I told you that with tribal lenders, because they're not regulated by the federal government, their loans is definitely going to be much higher. All right. So just keep that in mind. So the first one we're talking about is Explore Credit. So they'll give you up to $2,000, all right, on a loan. Again, they're not doing a hard pull on the credit. They are using those third-party credit bureaus that I'm always telling you guys about. So that's the reason why. Um, like I said, if you're looking for money and you're not trying to do a hard pull on your credit, you want to see what it is they offer. Now, with some of the tribal lenders, remember, they're not licensed to loans in all 50 states. That's also something that you have to take into consideration. All right, man, that's it's cold. And look, people are down in the swimming pool. Are you crazy? I can't do it. Nope. It is too cold. Would you? It's in the middle of winter and people in the swimming pool. I know that water is cold. I know they say it's probably heated, but shoes, I don't think it's heated enough for me. You know. Of course, I brought my rabbit Susie along, so she's on the deck relaxing and looking out and everything. So she's back in the room. So that being said, you have River Valley. Now, River Valley, they'll give you up to $3,000. But again, people, with these type of loans, you have to be careful because with these type of loans, again, the interest rates is definitely going to be killer. Now, that's the reason I always tell you, if you work in a job, please, for your own sake, before considering even going after these tribal lenders, go to your HR, sit down with your HR, file that W-4 form for that exempt. Okay, so that way you'll bring home more money in your paycheck because they won't take out any federal income taxes. All right, so that's the reason why. You see this loop over here? Um, you see this loop over here, like a half loop over there? You have to excuse my hands, I ashy, but it's cold out here too. But over there, You have a mall right here. Then there go to Raider Station, the stadium, Raider Stadium right there. And then right next to me, there's also another mall. And you can see another airplane coming in. There we go. So going back to your tribal lenders, um, like I said, with River Valley River Valley loan, they'll give you 3,000. Now, guys, again, don't forget you do have option to Yendo, and this is one that can definitely help out a lot of people, especially if you own a car. If you own a car, and it doesn't have to be paid off, but it does have to have equity in it. Yendo gives up to 10,000, and that may be an option for you. So I would definitely check that out. Then you have a Loan Now. So with Loan Now, again, they're not in all 50 states, but Loan Now gives up to 10,000 without a hard pull on the credit as well. Okay, so you do have some that work with people with bad credit that give higher limits. You have Post Lake Lending, they give you $3,000. uh, you also have a Big Picture Loan, they usually go up to 3,500. And again, when you're looking for a loan from a direct lender, not a platform, that's the thing about it, is trying to find lenders that are direct lenders. However, when you have bad credit, you just have to understand that the interest rates is definitely going to be much higher. All right. I cannot stress that enough. And I'm not a financial advisor, of course. You all know that, you know. However, I've been in the finance industry over 2 decades, plus I got a degree as well. So um, just letting you know, you're not just dealing with a guy that's just saying stuff. I actually educated. Then you have Credit Cube. Credit Cube, they offer $5,000, um, which is, again, they are a direct lender. Man, I didn't even know this observation deck actually existed until my wife mentioned it this morning, because I'm going to come up here tonight and I'm going to shoot some content just to see what the city looks like lit up at night. Now, usually, um, I would stay downtown. Okay, I would stay down at the MGM hotels, condos and stuff, and then I'll be looking out over the airport and stuff like that. However, I'm a little further down. I'm still on the strip, but it's further down. Okay, so that's the thing about it. But however, I like it because I got a better view, right? Because I can see the Sphere from here. You can see the stratosphere from here. So you can see all the places that you want to go. So that's the cool part about this, being able to see as much as you want of Vegas. And like I said, you got chairs so you can bring your drinks up here and just relax and everything. So that's what I like about it. See? You can sit down here. There's also a place there inside you if you want to stay warm. You can also sit inside there as well. And another reason, I'll tell you one thing. A lot of people, they come here, they focus on those hotels. No, I'm going to tell you the hidden gem, staying at the resorts. The reason is because, one, especially if you're traveling with three or more, the resorts, I always get a full kitchen, two separate rooms. So for one for me and one for my kids, right? Then if we want to go grocery shopping, we can go grocery shopping. You know, that saves a little money. So it's just things like that, to being able to actually stretch a dollar. Hey, you guys want to hear a hack? So check this out. Many of you all know, hear me talking about I own a timeshare. Well, I own a timeshare. So where I'm staying at now, in the room that I have now, again, I only paid $300 for the week. However, because I don't own a timeshare with this company is paying me $150 just to come and hear their presentation thing. And I already own one. So that's when I tell you, go over to Red Week and buy a timeshare for like pennies on a dollar. Like the one I bought, I could have got it cheaper. Um, but what they gave me was definitely much more than what I would have got on Red Week, because I bought a timeshare for $6,000. Now here's the thing about it: I get 5 weeks on my timeshare, okay, and I can sell those weeks like on they have they have this thing where if you don't want to use your week, you can sell it. They'll sell it for you, right? Like on however they do it. But at the same time, like I get access to extra weeks too. So besides my weeks, I get extra weeks that I can buy for like $100, and I can sell those weeks on Airbnb and stuff like that to make some extra money. Now, here's another thing about the hack that I was going to tell you. You come to Vegas and you stay in one of these resorts, right? And then you call up maybe 2 of those timeshares if you're willing to invest the time in the. Some people won't do it, but hey, for me, I'll take your money. Um, so there's different timeshares here. So all you do is basically tell them you're going to come to the time, and usually they'll give you about $150 just for a 90-minute presentation, and you're on your way. So if you do just 2 of those while you're here in Vegas for the week, that's $300 cash that you can walk around and spend, like say on groceries or shopping and stuff. And me myself, I'm always looking for ways to save money, make money and stuff. That's the reason I was telling you guys that because I own American Express Platinum, I don't own a car. And the reason why is because I don't have to. See, my American Express Platinum covers my car insurance, right? However, I get rental cars. All my cars are rental cars. And now my rental cars is less than what somebody would pay for a regular car, because I get to write off my um, mileage. I get to write off my gas, right? Because I'm always business traveling, right? And my car insurance, my regular car insurance is only like 50 some dollars a year, and American Express is my primary car insurance, right? So they take care of that, my primary, and my regular car insurance is my secondary. So I don't have to carry full coverage like a lot of people complain. And that 50 some dollars for my insurance company, that's for the whole year. That's for the whole year because I don't own a car, but I still get my coverage benefits and stuff like that. Look at that jet. Oh man. Okay, car. Uh, can bring it into focus. That's a nice jet. Oh, you know what else I get? I get to ride like private jets too. That's the reason I was trying to get my son to he's I told y'all he's a fireman up in Lake Tahoe. And I was telling him, I said, well, why don't you just take the private jet home? Because it's cheaper for him to take the private jet home than for him to fly home like on a Delta or something like that. And so that's what I was telling, and it'll take him less time. So I'm always looking for different hacks to save money, because as you get older and stuff, you're always going to be worried about money and stuff like that, and your health. Well, primary your health, but at the same time you're able to save, just keep on saving money and stuff like that. I'll tell you another thing. A lot of people think that you're because there's gold, and a lot of people want to invest in gold and stuff like that. They're thinking it's too late to invest in gold. Well, here's something that most people ain't paying attention to. They see the price of silver. You can still buy silver, right? And here's the reason why. If you can get it, buy it. The reason why there's a silver shortage, okay? There's a silver shortage because of these mainframes and these new data mining AI mainframes and stuff like that, and it's eating up a lot of silver. Tesla is having a problem with getting access to silver. As a matter of fact, I don't know if they're going to even mention it in the news. Okay, so Blackstone, they were supposed to have they've been selling silver EFTs, right? And so with those silver EFT, that's the paper. And so that paper says that they supposed to have like a half a million, excuse me, 500 million um, tons of silver, right? To match the paper that they're selling. Well, guess what? They do not have that silver, okay? And so this is really going to be like a real big thing in the economy. Once this is out that they don't have it, because that means they committed fraud, because they said that they had something and they sold it to the public for their shareholders and stuff, but they did not actually have it. And so many people are asking, where's my physical silver? Well, I want the physical silver. And they do not have the physical silver to cover it. As a matter of fact, they're willing to pay people like 40, the big miners and stuff, they're willing to pay 40% over spot for silver because they don't have it. And they're trying to cover their behinds. So this is something big. There's JetBlue. So it's a lot going on. But what I was telling you about the gold, a lot of people thinking they missed out on the gold thing, but that's not true. Here's the reason. You can still buy fractional pieces of gold or even still gold jewelry, right? See, gold is still going to be going up. Silver is still going to be going up, but there's one metal. Well, actually, there's two metals that people are overlooking, and they need those metals as well. And that's copper. Like your copper pennies, since they discontinue making them and stuff like that, those copper pennies are going to be very valuable. Okay, that's another thing. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you what I'm learning in the market. But there's something else that you see a lot of artists and stuff they're wearing and stuff, and that's platinum. Platinum is cheaper than gold right now. If you want to have a big come up, is buy some platinum. Buy grams of platinum. This is where if you buy grams of platinum, it's just like you buying gold at its lowest. I'm telling you, buy the platinum. I promise you. Oh man, look at that black jet. That is nice. I promise you. The things that I'm learning and I'm trying to share with you guys, it's trust me. If you're serious about getting a little money stacked away or whatever, without having to have a whole lot of money and taking advantage of this precious metal thing, because the dollar, with all the politics that's going on now, the dollar is in big trouble. Okay, and it's not because the dollar isn't good; it's just because of the politics around it. And a lot of countries, they're saying they're tired of it. You know. Anyway, I just wanted to share this video with you all. I appreciate you supporting me, and I'll see you in the next one.